Hi, this is David Harrison, and I thought I'd put together a little demo or my version of how the compensation plan works. It's certainly not going to be from necessarily a marketer's point of view. It's more of a technical point of view, which is my background. And the most common question we're getting in support is I don't understand the compensation plan, or people are thinking that they would get paid from everybody like a multi-level marketing compensation plan for the instant commission. And you don't do that because the instant commission is actually an affiliate program. So what I thought I'd do is I'm going to use this neat little drawing program to demonstrate exactly how things work, so that everybody has a shot at understanding how I see the compensation plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by drawing your sponsor here. Just put your, I have to put SP. I've got fat fingers, so I can't draw too many things on my iPad here. Alright, so that's your sponsor. And let's make them happy. Whoop, their eyes are crooked. Alright, now, here's you. You just signed up. Happy face. Alright. Now, you bring in your first person, and we're going to assume for the moment that you personally sponsored them, and there'll be an important distinction in there shortly. So here's your first person over here. We'll make them a 1. You personally sponsored them. So how does the compensation plan work, pay out on this first person? Well, when you look at the compensation plan table on the website, you'll see that there's $8 paid out in commission. 50% of that gets paid as an instant commission, and 50% of that, the remaining 50% of that, gets paid out as a match. So because this person's on row 1, the rules of the software is that a level 1 purchase will pay a commission up 1 row. Now in this case, you just happen to be the person that's up 1 row, so happy days. So you're going to get paid $4. I'll just put here INS inst com, squeeze that in. Oh, a bit wobbly. Alright, so you just got paid $4 instant commission. Now we said before that there's the match being paid on this, so who gets the match? Well, your sponsor gets the match. That's why I put a smiley face on him up here, so he gets the match. Whoops. Match. There we go. Alright, so all of the funds have been paid out in this example. So you got the commission, you brought this person in on your front row, and you got the commission, and your sponsor gets the match. Now, what we could do here, unfortunately with this particular piece of software, I can't just rub out some of this stuff, so we'll have to just do a quick do-over. There's your sponsor, there was you, there's that first guy you brought in, you're still happy, he's still happy, he, she. Alright, looking the other way now. Alright, so that's the relationship. Now let's just try another example. Let's just say that the guy that you just brought in, who we've called number 1, let's say that, and I'm forgetting the fact that people will fall on different positions. Well, let's just do it like this. Let's just say that over here, this person was sponsored by your sponsor. Okay. Now, they are right underneath you. But, so what's going to happen in this example? Well, what's going to happen is that, what was the rule that I mentioned before? The commission, the instant commission, INST com, is always paid up 1 level. Happy days. $4. Where does the match go? Well, the match always goes to the recipient's sponsor, right? I'll say that again. The match of the commission always goes to the instant commission recipient's sponsor. In this case, the example we used before, this is the sponsor. Okay, so in the previous example over here, you sponsored that person, and it looks like it's exactly the same because the rule isn't strictly about who's doing the sponsoring. Who's doing the sponsoring will come into play a little bit later. Okay, but in this example, the first person you brought in was sponsored by you, and you got the $4 over here, right? And your sponsor got the match. In the second example that we've got here, your sponsor brought that person in and they happened to land on your front row. The rule is that it always pays instant commission on the level 1 product up 1 row. So you happen to be the person up 1 row. It's irrelevant about the sponsor at this point. Instant commission is not about the sponsor, right? So you get the $4, and whoever received the $4, it's their sponsor that gets the match. So both of these examples, the outcome looked absolutely identical. Okay, so what happens with the rest of the products? We've got products in levels 2, products in levels 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well, I'm going to draw a little bunch of guys here. Yeah, I'm not going to fit them all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that'll do. You'll get the drift. Alright, so, and we're just going to put you're up here. Okay, you're up there, right at the very top. So, when these people come in, no matter who sponsors them in the whole matrix, on level 1, I'm just going to put L1, 2, this one's L5, but we know there's a 6 down there, but we'll just use 5 because my fingers are too fat. Alright, so, what happens is that product 1, or level 1 product, it's one product at level 1, will always pay instant commissions, which is what we're focusing on here, up 1. Okay, this is L2 here. It always pays up, well, that's not a P, up 2. It always pays up 2 levels. 3 always pays up 3. There's only one commission, focusing on what I'm saying and not what I'm drawing. There's only one commission ever paid out on each level, and it's only to one person, right? So let me make sure that everybody is clear on this. We're talking about when the purchase over here, this one is a purchase of 5. When somebody buys level 5, it pays one commission up 5 levels. Okay? When somebody buys a product 2, it pays the commission up 2 levels. Now, of course, you're up there, so this is you. You're getting this money. Right? So, with that in mind, who's getting the match? Well, because each of these examples, level 1 to 5, we're treating it that each of the people in this chain are buying that level. This one's just, in your genealogy they'd show as a 5, and this one would show as a 4, and a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Okay? So, we know that 1 always pays up 1 level. We know that someone showing a 2 has bought products 1 and products 2, or levels 1 and levels 2, and somebody who's showing a 3 has bought levels 1, 2, and 3 products, 4, and so on, and 5, and so on, right? So, for somebody to be a 5, this person right above them got the level 1 payout, or commissions, right? And their sponsor, whoever that may have been, got the match. This person would have, number 5 here, would have had to have purchased a level 2 product. So that means that on L2, I know this is getting busy here, so level 2 was paid out 2 levels up. Now what do you think is going to happen when we talk about 5 when they bought level 3? And that pays out up here. And that person, sponsor, gets the match. Now, people people here that are 4, 3, and 2, they could all have different sponsors, which means that there'd be 3 different sponsor matches paid to different people. Not that I'm trying to make things more confusing, but it's more realistic. That's how the genealogy typically is. Okay, so when this person buys with 3, so now we're up to 4. So L4 obviously is going to go one payment up here, and then the match of that payment is going to go to person number 1 sponsor. And of course you got 5. 5 went all the way up to you, busy, and your sponsor got the match. Gosh, there's a lot of squiggles, huh? All right, so hopefully that helps you understand how the compensation plan is designed to work. So what's the magic in working this compensation plan? Well, definitely you want to sponsor with all of your might, because when you get your first 4 people, let's just make them all 1s for a moment. So they're all 1s, right? You sponsored these guys. Now, this guy on the left here, position number 1, he gets somebody, right? Now, he sponsored that person. Their $4 gets paid up 1 level, and you get the match. I'm not going to draw it for a second, but well, let's do this. Match. I keep dragging my calendar down when I get too close to the top. All right, and we're going to do the old-fashioned draw in the dirt. Okay, we got 1 match. And now, of course, we know that you want to encourage your guys to get their front row of 4, or whatever they feel they can do, but they need to be sponsoring at least a couple. The more the merrier for each of these guys. So you end up with all of these guys, they can sponsor 3. Anybody can sponsor 3. This is a real business with real products, with real long-term potential. They'll thank you later. All right, so now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 10 times, and of course we know that's, we haven't filled it up. That's 10 times 4. Guess I should, well, let's just put 40 there. Can't rub him out, so we'll put a little like so. All right, so we got $40 that have come out of that. Now, because you're the sponsor of these guys, you're going to get all of those matches, so you're going to get $40 in matches, right? And you're not restricted to just sponsoring there. If you want to keep going, you might end up with one, we did 3, 3, 3, 3 on all these guys, so well, this guy on the left here, he only got 1, so let's just assume for a minute you sponsored this one, right? So if you sponsor this guy, what happens is that $4 still gets paid up 1 level, so the guy that you brought in on level 1 previously gets $4, so they should be a happy little camper, and you still get the match. Okay, so you see how it becomes a team build. Work cooperatively together, and build your team. And it's in your best interest to help all of your guys do exactly the same as what you're doing, and you'll all do really well together. Well, I hope this has helped clarify how I look at the compensation plan. It is different to the residual compensation plan because the residual is a multi-level format, and I look forward to being able to pay you every week. Thank you for your time. Bye now.